Hello, I'm Natasha Hemingway, speaker and meaningful success coach, and I help unsatisfied professional women who are trapped in a career they no longer love seek their true calling. Or for short, I help women go from career to calling. So last month in the blogs, it was all about the first step to the formula, which is faith. And now we're going to kick off this new month with the second part of the formula, which is ambition. And the definition of ambition is a strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. So just like it says, it literally has to do with your own internal drive. And this part, you guys, you are on your own. You have to have the inner determination and the willingness to put the work behind whatever it is that you're going after that you want to achieve. So obviously we're talking about going from career to calling. So whatever your calling, your purpose, visions, goals, dreams, you name it, and whatever that thing is that allows you to achieve meaningful success, you have to be willing to put the work behind it. You have to be determined, and you have to be willing to give it your all, because no one else can make that happen for you. No one else can instill those values in you. No one else can make you work when no one else is around. No one else can make you give yourself that extra push to put in that extra effort after you've come from your full-time job. So it really is this internal thing that you must possess. And I think when you go back to the definition of meaningful success that I have created, it's creating and cultivating what matters to you most and brings you purpose and joy. And with that said, if your calling and the thing that you're going after lines up and is in alignment with the definition of meaningful success, so it brings you purpose and joy, then yes, you are right there where you need to be. And naturally, you should have the ambition to go after it, because it's what brings you purpose and joy. So it brings you satisfaction, it brings you fulfillment, it brings you joy, it brings you meaningful success. It allows you to fully be operating in your gifts, which then allows you to also share that gift and serve others with it. So it really isn't something that you have to chase after, you have to make yourself have there, because if you're having to force it, it's probably not your calling. It probably doesn't align with the definition of meaningful success, whatever this thing is, this calling. And your calling, if we go back to what your calling is, your job, you get a paycheck. Your career, it's something you've been in for years that you make probably a salary around, right? Or it might be a paycheck around it. Your calling is your purpose work. It's your soul work. It's the thing that brings you joy, that makes you feel fulfilled, and that allows you to take the gifts that you already possess and actually bless others with it. So with that said, this is not something that should be a struggle. Your ambition should naturally spark within you when you think about working towards your calling. And also, I want you to keep something in mind. Just because you want to go from career to calling doesn't mean you jump off the ledge and you quit your job or your career. No, it can be something that you start on the side. You can have a goal of building that to get yourself out of your career so that you can be the owner and the director of your life, your business as an entrepreneur. So I just want to remind you that it doesn't mean that you want to go from career to calling quit. Also, too, just because you want to go into your calling doesn't mean that you not want to be an entrepreneur. Your calling might be just a different position within your company, right? That aligns with meaningful success in that definition for you. It might be that you want to move to a different company, or it might be that you want to become an entrepreneur and start that thing that allows you to build your own business. So it can look in many different ways, but the bottom line behind this is that you have to possess ambition. You have to be an ambitious woman. And you have to be that over and over and over, even when you don't feel like it. Because again, when we go back to the definition, it's a strong desire. It's something that pulls at you even when you're tired. It's something that pulls at you even when you don't feel like you can, or when you don't feel like you have the skills to do it. That desire is so strong within you that you just keep fighting forward with resilience to get yourself one step closer to it, right? So with that said, Like the definition says, it requires hard work and determination. Again, this is not anything that someone can instill in you or something that you can, develop. It should already be there. You should be willing to step up and say, hey, I'm dedicated to what matters to me most and brings me purpose and joy, which equals meaningful success. Hey, I am dedicated and willing to put in the hard work to go after what it is that I want out of this life for myself and for the people that I impact around me, right? So I want you to think on that. Again, if your calling does not align with the definition of meaningful success, so creating and cultivating what matters to you most and brings you purpose and joy, then it's probably not your calling. I want you to go back to the drawing board, and I want you to use the Meaningful Success Planner, and I want you to fill it out, and I want you to go deeper, because if it's not lining up, then you probably aren't going deeper, because sometimes our calling is just covered up by years of layering on of what we think we should be doing, right? What we think success looks like, or that's attached to a certain salary or dollar amount, or that makes other people happy. But this is not what this is about. Your calling is about what brings you purpose and joy, not other people. And it's what matters to you most, right? So it's important to make sure if it's not lining up with meaningful success in that definition, then you need to go back to the drawing board and you need to kind of start really digging deeper for what it is that you truly want. Because sometimes we're scared to speak it, right? So you can't put ambition behind something that you're not ready to speak, or you're not really ready to write out, or you're not really ready to proclaim. You have to be willing to know exactly what that is. You're unwavering about it, and you have a strong desire and a determination to achieve something that requires hard work, right? You have to have that. So until later this month on the 15th, when I see you guys again, you guys take care. If you have any questions or you want to discuss this further, you can always head over to my website and go to the Work With Me tab, scroll down, and you can actually book a career to calling strategy call where you and I get on one-on-one, and I can help you and walk you through what that looks like for you. Because sometimes you just don't know. Because I'll be honest, when I started this whole journey of surrendering and obeying and finding my calling, I had no clue what it looked like. I would have never guessed that I would have been here. I wouldn't. But because I was willing to put my faith into action, because I was willing to surrender to what I thought my success should look like, because I was willing to say yes over and over, even when it scared me, that's how I got here. But sometimes we all need help. I needed the help, and I know you need the help because you're here, right? So if you need the help, reach out, schedule, book a call. We'll get on, work through it together one-on-one. I'm so excited for you guys on this journey and to continue to peel back the layers behind this formula that I've created that helps you achieve meaningful success and true joy. Until next time, see you guys later.